Today we're going to look at the cushions for two brothers, Simon Peter and Andrew. Now, if you want to figure out how they were called, you'll have to look at two Gospels, Matthew and the Gospel of John. And then you'll have to do some sorting, because the stories aren't the same. In the Gospel of Matthew, both Andrew and Peter were fixing their nets when Jesus called them to be fishers of men. In the Gospel of John, Andrew hears John the Baptist say, "Behold the Lamb of God," sees Jesus, and then runs and finds his brother, telling his brother that he has found the Messiah. Let's begin with Andrew. There's not a whole lot about Andrew in the gospel stories. The one where he points out to Jesus the little boy with the fishes and the loaves at the feeding of 5,000. As we look at his cushion today, we see his symbol, an X-shaped cross. This is called a saltire cross. It points to the way that Andrew is thought to have died. It is thought that he was hung on a cross of this type when he was preaching to people in Greece. In this slide that you're currently looking at, you see a flag. This particular flag belongs to Scotland. It's tied to their history and lore through a couple possible ways. One, legend has it that Andrew went to Scotland and started a church there. And two, one of the Scottish kings, on the night before he went to battle, had a vision of Andrew. In the morning, when his soldiers awoke, they looked at the blue sky and they saw a white X. They took this to mean that they would have victory that day, that St. Andrew was with them. They did indeed have victory that day. When Jesus first meets Peter in the Gospel of John, he gives him a new name. He changes his name from Simon to Cephas, Peter, meaning rock. We learn as we read the story that it is upon that rock, upon Peter, that Jesus will build his church. As we look at his cushion, we notice two keys formed in the shape of an X. These are said to be the keys of the kingdom. Scholars understand the giving of the keys of the kingdom to Peter as the giving of the authority to be the chief teacher in Jesus' community. You might see these two keys out in the world as well. As we look at these two flags on this particular slide, you see the keys representing the office of the Pope within the Roman Catholic tradition. The other flag contains an upside-down white cross. It is believed that Peter, not wanting to face his death in the same manner as his Lord, asked to be actually crucified upside down. So this particular cross is known as St. Peter's Cross. It is resting on a symbol of a rock. This is one of the oldest flags for the papacy, the Roman Catholic tradition of the Pope. As we come to the end of our time together, I hope that we learn just a little bit more about these two brothers, both of whom responded immediately to the call of Jesus, both of whom died martyrs' deaths. Take care and God bless.